Hello folks, Dr. Stein here. Welcome to the second half of Foundation Practice, Social Work 506, Foundation Social Work Practice with individuals, families, and small groups. As you can see, there's an introduction video. So this is the second of 4 in the practice sequence. It builds upon generalist social work practice perspectives provided in 505. And it prepares you for advanced social work practice, social work 630, as well as social work 633. We'll focus on the theoretical basis of direct social work practice with individuals, families, and small groups, and on developing your repertoire of direct practice skills. You'll explore and develop strategies for engaging in, assessing, intervening with, and evaluating social work interventions, and with ethnically and culturally diverse populations. We'll look at solution-focused, cognitive behavioral, and psychodynamic interventions. We'll also look at various service systems to give you an exposure to a variety of practice areas. As in all other courses, particularly as graduate students, critical thinking and experiential learning are emphasized. You'll be involved in class discussions, readings, small group exercises, role plays, and assignments directed at developing your capacity to critically assess and evaluate your practice skills. And this is a prerequisite of your first field instruction class and seminar. As you can see, there's your student resources page, your learning modules, and Canvas support. Going forward, looking at the syllabus, you'll see that there's a new text, the Joseph Walsh Theories for Direct Social Work Practice. I think it's an excellent text, simply written, easy to understand, and I will be sending you PowerPoints connected to the Walsh text. And as you can see in week 1, we'll be looking at practice perspectives, social work theory and methods, and documentation. And if you go through, you'll see that we really delve into theories in social work 506. And then we look at particular populations. So you get a bit of an introduction to a few of the key theories that we use in social work practice. And then going forward in your social work 630 and 633, you'll go more in depth and look at additional theories. As you can see, in terms of the assignments, class participation, as in most of the online courses, is a significant percentage, 35% of the course. You've got your practice theory paper, which is 20%, a case summary, 10%, your practice intervention paper, which is again pretty significant, is 20%, and then a case presentation video, and that's another role play, and it's 15% of the course. It's set up like Social Work 505. You've got your modules, different instructions, different assignments listed here in modules, some different information that's useful to you. And then jumping right into week 1, you'll see there's an introduction video. And then in week 1, the objectives are to identify the difference between theory and intervention, and identify and explain the elements of a helping relationship in social work practice. Both essential elements for your growth and development as social workers. I think if there's one thing to really emphasize this term over summer 1 is this first objective, that understanding the difference between theory and intervention is key, especially as you go through the assignments. In terms of the week 1 learning resources, you'll have 2 chapters from the Walsh text, Thinking About Theory and then a social work perspective on theory and practice. If there's one thing to focus on this week and throughout the term, and to also come back to, it's these first two chapters, particularly if you're just learning about what is theory and what's the difference between theory and intervention. And then you'll have this Donito, a chapter from this text that gives some historical perspectives about social work. This chapter, as you can see, is called Beyond Direct Practice. You have an excellent, inspiring video by Bobby Lefebvre that I think you'll really enjoy. I will be assigning dyads to you for a dyad collaboration activity in week 2, so stay tuned for that by Thursday, but likely well before Thursday. And in terms of your discussion forum, you'll go back to the Widener social work shared case. Using the Walsh readings, respond to the following prompts, looking at helping relationships, looking at the question of equal partnership in the intervention process between the worker and the client, and then looking at factors and elements to be considered as the worker with this family. And your response prompt, responding to at least one classmate by Sunday. Another week discussion looks at the major course assignments, so take a closer look at the assignments this term and the rubrics for each assignment, the practice theory paper, the practice intervention paper, and then the case summary and video presentation. You'll respond to these questions related to the major course assignments around preparing for field placement, around the 3 assignments, and around looking at previous courses that you've taken and how they might inform or aid you in completing assignments for 506, and you'll have a response prompt. Last but not least is the media space test. I know you did this in 505, but please do this again, just so that you make sure you can access it. I know a couple of students had a bit of a challenge, so just to make sure, please go ahead and do this media space test. It's worth 1 point. And that is it for week 1. See, I just clicked on the first piece of week 2. As always, please reach out to me if you have any questions. I try to get back to you within 24 hours, occasionally over a weekend. It might be, if you reach out to me on a Saturday, perhaps I'll get back to you on a Monday. But in general, I should be able to get back to you pretty soon within that 24-hour time period. Great work in Social Work 505. I will be entering those grades very shortly. And good luck moving forward into Social Work 506. All right, folks. Talk to you soon.